Let's begin this video. We have a ball and we have a rod. We can probably do this with energy, but if we were doing this with energy, the energy would work that everything is included in the area. So we're not going to include it with energy. I'm going to put the ball and I'm going to poke it right through the bottom. I want to see where I come out, first of all, on the other side of Earth, right? If we had a completely round ball, in order to keep something stable, you want it more like this, less like this. The reason like this is you have all around wind exact. It's all around exact, so we don't want it. We want it like this. This way we can control its balance, okay? That way we control its balance. Now, am I exactly through? I went through on the top side of the shape, okay? I'm not in the center of the ball, okay? Maybe I should have been, but everything I do in my work, they say just like in science, okay? Just like when you go to psychology, they say, tell me the first thing you see. Tell me the first thing you see. So now when I wear these glasses, right? The theory of everything in Einstein is understanding, perceiving, and you need to feel part of the reality. Now, the reality is what we are creating. It cannot be fiction. We don't know if it can work in the real world on a big scale, but if I can make it work on a small scale, okay, here is its reality. If we leaned Earth on this angle, you would see the equator, right? You would see the equator all the way around the ball. See the way it goes up and down? Showing you the real equator is by the North Pole. Because I don't go halfway through. It distorts balance. Making everything perfect leaves uncontrollable balance. Balance for everyone. So we don't balance off the wall. We keep it like this. And the energy, okay, the energy that might be spinning, right, and the Fibonacci code, or phi or pi, keeps going up and down, but we're always moving in time. This thing can move. Now, what happens is that everything else can actually go on this ball. These two sides, right? Now, we can put a ring around this, okay, and having a ring around this and something in here will show you something different. What the ring would be that goes around this, okay? I'm going to try and use something. What the ring would be that goes around this, okay? Maybe I can actually, look, let me see if I can poke that in. Just give me a second. Now, the ring that goes around this, now there's two ways to look at this. It's either this ring here that we can use, that's one side. Now we need one on the other side, okay? We connect everything from out here, okay? That's one understanding. What also happens is we have to, yes, the other end of my earpiece. The strap that's on this piece here. I know, little slow, little awkward, working with less than comfortable. So now what happens is as I pull this up here, right, as I pull this up here, turning like this, okay, coming from inside this gear, my stability is because I'm actually hooked up on here. So no matter where this goes, right, the whole system of gears goes with it. Okay, now the thing is that if the sun was turning this way and I was actually here on the gear, okay, this is gear number one, because if the Earth turns this way, you cannot put a gear on here unless it turns on the inside with it and it never moves. The sun goes up and the sun comes down, and the sun goes up and the sun goes down. Oh, look, a rainbow. All the energies and gases trapped, creating all the colors. Remember, there's one of the things about life, this card reading or something that includes red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green, and blue. Excuse me, red, yellow, green, and white. Okay, but it doesn't include blue. But if it doesn't include blue, then blue has to be what's creating the movement of this planet. Since blue, okay, is not included in orange, since blue is included to create green, since blue can be used to create brown, we now have to understand the pool balls, but I don't want to get into that. I just want to show that if this is being pulled this way, right, if the Earth is turning this way, the top one will go this way, okay? As the Earth is still turning this way, okay, as Earth is still turning this way, right, the bottom one will get longer on this side. But on the opposite side, the top one will get longer. And these are all instruments that help turn the gearing system. So you're trying to understand that. Is this a void section? How is the planet Earth? If it's turning through the hole, okay, of the North Pole, well, guess what? You could be absolutely right there's a hole, because all we need to do is make little holes in the hole to get right in, right? If you go fast enough as it's turning, if it's turning this way from the North Pole, see the way the equator is moving? But inside is my pen. It's the writer. Is on the inside of that turn. And like your stomach, right? It can turn to both sides of the Earth, like the DNA, and feed both sides through little tubes. What if this inside was the Alpha Omega, where it went around this way here, and went around that way, delivering to both sides, where the gateway just kept pouring out on two sides? Imagine that we only live on this side of the Earth, but we never get to see the reality of this side of the Earth, or in fact, we never get to see half the Earth. Now, what you might think is not the greatest picture, It's visions like this that I get that explain everything to me. Okay, they tell me what I could do, what happens. See the A is right over here, the two mountains, the diamond in the center. This is what this explains to me. Sometimes you think, oh, it's a flat. No, it's like this. And if you notice, the M is on an angle, because when you come in this way, you must turn to come up. This is a straightaway. Even straighter than you think. The angle's in. See the way it angles off? These are just parts, right? If I'm turning this way, if I'm turning, look at my fingers, I'm turning this way, right? It's going back on this hand, right? Look, it's going back, right? It's going back. Now this finger, right, as this one's going back, right, this one's going forward. It's rolling forward off of this one, but it's going back onto this one. But is it coming back and around? Raphael 72, 86, coming to you, right? From the House of Paint. And teachers, a brick off the wall, leave those kids alone. Thank you for watching.